With the show's memory degraded, the show had turned into a joke. There were skits, parodies, and the show as a whole was a lame excuse of a BBC production. In the early 2000s, people looked back on the show and laughed. They didn't see great stories, technologically advanced filming, or great actors, and they definitely didn't see potential. But this all changed when one man, with a dreamed vision even he himself didn't believe, took over the control of Doctor Who. Russell T Davies had been reminding the BBC about Doctor Who for years, saying how he wanted to be the one to bring it back if it ever returned. He was to be the one to revive the drama and turn its reputation around from joke to jubilant. However, the show was not on the road to success.
But
Yes.
how did it come, the approach?
It was from Lorraine Hegarty and Jane Tranter.
Who were head of BBC One and head of drama at the time.
Head of drama.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I had been nagging for years. Not nagging, but like whenever I met Jane Tranter, I'd written one episode of Paul Abbott's Linda Green. And whenever I meet her, I'd say, I want to do Doctor Who. So they didn't bring it back because I'd been nagging. But when they decided to bring it back, my name was associated with it. It was automatically like, Russell Davies wants to do that. And we want to work with Russell Davies. So,
But you had for a long time thought it should be brought back.
But, probably not.
While Russell T Davies' writing is enough to save near any show, you also need a good production team, good actors, a decent budget, and of course, an existing reputation, all of which Doctor Who in the early 2000s didn't have. Why would an actor want to work on a show that is a joke? Why would they want to dampen the progress on their career for a show that has been dead for almost over 10 years? There was one solution, however. Russell had already been working hard over on the previous years to create his own empire. Actors from Casanova and The Second Coming aligned to breathe life into the time-travelling Finanza, with some younger actors such as Billie Piper taking a risk with the promise of success from Russell. Now the show had its cast, had a production team working around the clock, and production had started. However, this wasn't the start of smooth running for the team, but instead the beginning of 1,000 problems. With troubles on this set for the Ninth Doctor still dominantly disclosed, the series was set for self-destruction. Announcements of a new and original Time Lord, someone grounded, someone new and unseen in the form of Eccleston. The necessary tonal shift set to change the public's reputation was going to leave the show after the pilot series.
You would be executive producer. You would be, in that American phrase we used earlier,
Yes.
the showrunner. What was that crucial to you that you had to
It
have
was,
that?
and also with science fiction more than anything else, because I do watch I like television science fiction, film science fiction, and I think, in my opinion, I know a lot about it. And I mean, even in terms of like colours and things like that, it's like wherever I can, I've banned gold and silver. Because that's just rubbish science fiction. If people walk onto a television set...
Because you think tinfoil.
It's larvae. It's rubbish. It's the rubbish end of it.
Next up is the Daleks. Today, Doctor Who and the Daleks are inseparable, and this was the case in the classics too. But for the revived series, the Daleks almost weren't apart. With troubles from the Terry Nation estate which owned the Daleks, Russell T Davies' new Doctor Who was denied rights of usage. How could they bring the show back without its key components? Russell got to work and created the Toclophane, an idea which was later used in the Series 3 finale. The Toclophane were going to be species of which the Time Lords went to war with, resulting in the Doctor becoming the last of his kind and setting up the entirety of the revived era. These new villains were to be the much-needed replacement for the Daleks. But when the Nation Estate saw the direction the show was heading in, saw the jokey reputation being pushed aside, and got their first look at the well-crafted, detailed, dramatised scripts of RTD, they changed their mind and allowed the Daleks to be used. This is how the show faced so many failures and so many issues. A crap reputation, a lack of well-known actors, budget problems, and even the missing key components of the show, but yet still, it worked. The troubles turned into triumphs, and now Doctor Who is set to return with its 14th series for its 60th anniversary with its 15th Doctor.